Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Now, you guys know that I love to live on the low road. Most people might be taking the high road, but I love the low road. It's very nice. The weather's perfect. There's lots of room. So I want you guys to come with me. Come visit me on the low road. Come visit me at my primary residence, 1234 Low Road. Because I'm gonna relish this. I'm gonna wallow in it. You know how you give your dog a bath? And what does that little fucker do, huh? They go outside and roll in the grass if you have it, or if you got dirt, they're rolling around in that shit. I don't know what it is. If you know what that is, explain it to me. But this is what I'm about to do to this story. So, unfunny man. Stephen Colbert. Remember, he used to be a recurring character, I guess, or guest or whatever on The Daily Show back in the day. He was funny then, but like if you follow sports and other sports, baseball, basketball, I don't really follow that closely, or hockey, but the NFL I do. And what always happens when a star player gets a fat contract? You know what I'm going to say. Say it with me. One of two things. They either get hurt or they just start to suck. I don't know if they lose that fight, that hunger, but when they get that big payday, one of the two usually happens. So, Stephen Colbert gets his own show about 10 years ago, right around the time that Trump started his first campaign to run for president in 2016. Coincidence? I don't know. Maybe he was put in place to be a shill for the left, for the machine, for the progressives, and he did it well. Good boy. Somebody pat Stephen Colbert on the head and toss him a Scooby snack, because he did his job very well. The bulk of his content was shitting on Trump, talking about Trump. What did Trump do today? Trumpity Trump, triggity Trump. I bet Trump was even like, damn, that's too much Trump. But like the bulk of the media, the bulk of his content was Trump-based. So especially during his presidency and during the sweet and sour sniffles, which brings me to the main reason, well, really the only reason that I don't like Stephen Colbert, and I think he's a piece of shit. And I'll put a link to an article about this whole thing, and a link to a video that shows what I'm about to talk about. You remember it. Remember during the sweet and sour sniffles when there was this big push for everybody to get the poke. Don't go outside, don't be active, don't improve your diet, don't consume water. Don't do anything down the natural path. All you need, the answer to all of your problems, all the solutions that you are looking for in life. Did you not have a daddy? Huh? Do you have a small penis? Huh? Everything. Financial troubles. You're sitting there, head on your head at the kitchen table, tripping. All that. All your problems. It doesn't matter. What are you, ill? Don't worry about it. Everything you need is inside of this syringe. So take it, and the boosters. So of course, Stephen Colbert, or the Late Show, whatever, he was a big cog in that machine. He even had that one episode where performers came out, dancers came out dressed like syringes. And so he put on his little vest and that little hat that the monkey wears, and he hits the cymbals, and he'll come and take the quarter out of your hand and take it back to the man that he works for. He put on his little vest and his little hat, just like Aladdin's monkey, Apu. And he went out there and he danced right along with these people dressed like syringes. What? He was part of that. If you don't get the poke, you're a piece of shit. This is a pandemic of the unpoked. Remember that? You killed grandma. You killed your dog. Because you didn't get something in you to protect them. You are human garbage, sir or ma'am. He was part of that. So for that, I say, fuck you, Stephen Colbert. And I'm glad you're being canceled. That's right. Stephen Colbert's show has been canceled. His last show will air in May of 2026, so less than a year away. And CBS says it's purely financial. It's not you, it's me. It's a money thing. Your show is great. Great ratings, great content, but it's purely financial, baby. Now, there are some people who are saying he was costing CBS $40 million a year with a $100 million a year budget. So he was going over that. But one thing that is true, that is not speculation, Paramount, which is the parent company of CBS and Comedy Central and MTV and a bunch of other things, Paramount is being bought out. They're being purchased by a company called Skydance Media. And in order for Skydance Media to make this deal with Paramount, I think it's for $8 billion. Like I said, I'll put a link to an article that has all the numbers and stuff in it. But in order for this to go through, it needs the approval of the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. They are in charge of what you can and can't say on the radios and the TVs and the YouTubes and all that kind of shit. And so this is Trump's administration. He appointed the head of the FCC, so I'm pretty sure they're going to go in step with Trump. So Trump could say yay or nay. Basically, he could say yay or nay on this deal. And some people are saying, oh, well, he got rid of Colbert. They got rid of Colbert because, remember, they had to pay a lawsuit that they lost to Trump because they edited that interview with Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare. If you could make awkward and off-putting and drunk off Franzia into a human being, then that's Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare. So remember, she sat down for that 60 minutes interview and they edited her answer to the question. Of course, her answer to the question wasn't clear and concise. Kamala doesn't do clear and concise. She does rambling. She does gibberish. She does drunk mom that shows up at your sporting event. You look to the stands and roll your eyes like, oh, here we go again. She doesn't do clear and concise. So, of course, that wasn't her. Of course, they had to doctor it. Her real answer was some rambling nonsense that only somebody whose brain has been pickled by years of alcohol use could understand. So for that, they lost the lawsuit. And some people are saying, well, they paid the lawsuit, so we got to cut some, we got to trim some fat here and there to pay for this lawsuit. Come on, $16 million. That's not going to hurt CBS. But nonetheless, no matter what, no matter how you cut it or how you look at it, Stephen Colbert's show has been canceled. And to put a little more, like there's already a cherry on top of this, let's put another cherry. You ever seen a sundae with two cherries? Let's put another cherry on top. There are rumors that Jimmy Kimmel is next. You mean to tell me in 1 year we could lose, as far as TV, they're not going to die, but we could lose Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel? Imagine how hard Jimmy Kimmel's going to cry on that episode. Imagine Jimmy Kimmel's last episode. He probably won't be able to get through it because he'll be crying like a bitch and he will be shoving some kind of penis, some kind of phallic shaped thing in his ass. Jimmy Kimmel, he's probably going to pass out. He's probably going to be dehydrated from the amount of tears he's going to shed when his ass gets canceled. And I'll be right here. I'll be right here to bathe in your tears. I even put on a shower cap. Even though I don't need it, I'll put on a shower cap. I'll bring my loofah and my towel so you can't see my bits and pieces when I'm done bathing in the tears of Jimmy Kimmel. Holy shit. Meet me in the comments. Share in the joy. Share, rejoice in the fact that Stephen Colbert's ass has been canceled. That's what you get. If for nothing else, pushing the poke on the American people and fucking lying to us and telling us if you get this, you'll be all right. Literally getting out there and tap dancing for you to take the poke. This is what you get, Stephen Colbert. If I had 15 hands, you would get 15 middle fingers to your face. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.